We should digest Hips Don't Lie on the Bliss Factor.
Let's try it. What you know? What
do you have the Bliss Factor open?
I don't have it. Let me grab it here.
This is the inaugural Bliss Factor. This is a big deal.
As a quick reminder, this is why you like a song, Nick. This glowing blue bar, which I created via advanced AI technology, and maybe word art. That's the Bliss Factor we're aiming for. Okay. It's a 7. And we're going to score this song. What song is it?
Hips Don't Lie.
Hips Don't Lie. Okay. We're going to score this guy on vocals, Shakira's vocals, the lyrics, the melody, the rhythm of the song, and instrumental craft. Any of these scoring above the Bliss Factor line means we like this song.
Yeah.
If nothing goes above the line, we don't like this song.
And specifically, this is a measurement system to understand why songs are universally popular. This was originally the experiment of this, of, what happens with a song that gets it known throughout the world. You got it. Yeah.
You got it. And I think there's probably some universal truths to unearth here.
I think so. It's as terrifying as the other social experiments we're doing. But,
And if you had told me when we started this podcast today that Shakira would unveil universal truths about the world, I would have said, yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's obvious. Yeah. This one's for Africa, man.
Bingo.
Come on.
So Nick,
all right.
I have the chart maker. It's right here. I'm gonna have it over here. Shakira's vocals, Nick. What do you think?
For me,
full disclosure, you and I we don't know Shakira.
No.
I haven't met her,
no.
And we don't mean any ill will to anybody or any song or artist that we score.
Loved her in Zootopia. Fantastic.
And this is a little rough for me, but vocals are a 2 for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not a Shakira vocal. Her vocal tone doesn't trip the wire for me. No.
Vocally, Shakira for me. Shakira is like a solid 7.5 for me.
Oh, wow.
But I also am a big Cranberries fan, and people, Dolores's voice was not.
You had said to me, a week ago, you were going to pick a 4 non-blondes.
I was, yeah.
And I'm just like,
who
is this guy?
What's going on? Like that's.
Even when she's saying it in the studio, the guys in the room are like,
they're turning the crap filter down as much as they can. Shakira she's not, she's not Bob Dylan, thank God.
No, I agree. I mean, Bob Dylan, I don't know if we have negative numbers on the scale.
Yeah,
locally.
Yeah. She's also not, Aretha Franklin or Mariah Carey or So right. For me, she's a 7.5. I like her voice. She's above the line for me.
Solid.
Yeah.
Now lyrics, I know the hook line, hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy, blah blah blah. I don't know any of the other lyrics off the top of my head.
Just based on those.
Based on that.
I mean, that should be part of your decision. You don't know any of the other lyrics.
Yeah.
Just that.
True. That's true, because that's what I know, and that's where my judgment is coming from.
Yeah.
Hips don't lie. Have you heard that phrase before?
No, I think it's.
I don't think so either.
Original.
I'm going to say, oh golly, I'm right there, because I'll go 7 because I like the uniqueness, and when she said it, I'm like, I don't think hips can lie.
Yeah,
they are very honest.
They're
of all the body parts, they are the least deceptive.
Toes. Don't trust toes.
No.
I think for me, the hook the hips don't lie part.
Mm-hmm.
The hook of that lyric is incredible, and the rest of it would terrify me if Shakira was in front of me actually saying this to my face, right? Like, I'd be like,
Sure.
I don't know what to do with this. I'm just gonna pass out now. Thanks.
Well, I mean, I think she'd be, because I think she's a little short, a little shorty person. So I think
I have no idea.
you'd have to be like, oh, okay, okay,
I'm basing this off of my lyrical, what's the best lyrics, what's the worst lyrics I've ever heard,
yeah.
This is not woohoo. Um,
It's not Blur.
yeah, I'm gonna put the hips don't lie solely for the hook at around a 6 for me.
6. Okay.
And it's entirely because it's a really clever hook and a good concept, but it's not
Okay.
it's not fantastic lyric writing, in my opinion.
Um,
It gets the message across.
it
That's why
does
it's not a
deliver
4.
the message accurately. I agree.
Yeah.
Melody on this one for me is probably not going to be that high, just because it doesn't have any of that the soaring theatrics of a refrain, right? It's a little,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, hips don't lie, but you could be a little more encouraging about it. I'm going 4 on melody.
She has better melody lines in other songs she's done. I'd be pretty happy with a 4 on that too.
Okay, 4 sounds good. Rhythm, I gotta think through this one now. I mean, this is a relatively percussive song.
Yeah.
Was this part of the, what did they call it when you and I were mere youths? Part of the Latin invasion of the early aughts with Ricky Martin and
Yeah.
Mambo number 5, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to say rhythm is probably solid, but I'm not thinking of it so memorably that it's above the line. Like, oh, golly, I remember that sweet snare
Yeah.
move, right? Okay.
This is where this one sticks out for me. This is like hitting your thumb with a hammer for me. Rhythm for me is like 8.5 because
Ooh.
like I get it stuck in my head, not because of the lyrics or anything else, but the craftsmanship of the rhythmic lines and stuff are like somehow highly appealing to me. Like,
Gotcha.
there's stuff there's a couple breakdowns in it that I think are absolutely brilliant, where you're going along and then they throw in like a triplet thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what belonged there. You're like, you nailed that.
Do you think maybe they came up with the music first, and she was just like freestyling the studio, and she was like, golly, I am moving to this beat.
Yeah,
my hips are not lying.
Yeah. It's
Write that gem down.
For rhythm, there's a verse where she breaks in with that, it's like the "Oh boy, I can feel your body moving," and all the rest of that has been that, it's been that fairly steady, and then she goes into that triplet riff. Oh boy, I can feel your body move.
Yeah,
and he's like, ah. That like just that choice to kick that line in there with that little break. Oh, all right, I'm done.
I hear you.
Okay. Solid 8.5.
Okay. So instrumental craft, then there's a level of fairness involved, because these would be studio musicians,
right,
who are excellent craftsmen and craftswomen across the board. To my knowledge, Shakira is not an instrumentalist on these songs.
I don't think so, no.
I don't either. And so instrumental craft, I think, would be unfair of me to score below the Bliss Factor, because I know they're pro.
Yeah. I'll give it a 7. I'm a little put off by the little on several occasions. That's why I can't put it any higher. I don't know what that was. I don't know what the intention was. But
interestingly enough, so you can see then you did top the Bliss Factor in a couple spots here.
Yeah.
And I did not. So to me, if you touch the Bliss Factor, like I don't know, like I don't think it's there. I think you got to be over.
For you, this doesn't go over.
Does this not look like hips gyrating in a very honest fashion to you?
The hips are not lying.
No. Good job,
Yeah.
Shakira. And maybe it's like your heart rate throughout, right? Like it gets going, and then you're like, okay, we're at the bridge. Oh, here's the triplet section, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Shakira, lock it in. Hips don't lie.